Pipes are used when you want to communicate between two processes. A common use case is, for example, having a single program that wants to create a new process and communicate with the child process. So we're going to make a simple example demonstrating exactly that. I'm going to start by importing two include files. First one is going to be systypes.h. Second one is unistd.h. Then we can start writing the code. So I'm going to start the main function here. We're going to start by defining an array of two file descriptors of the pipe. The reason we have two file descriptors is that the first one is going to be for reading and the second one is going to be for writing. So if you want to communicate through this pipe, you're going to send something through the write file descriptor and it's going to be received with the read file descriptor. We're going to see that soon. Afterwards, I'm going to call the pipe function, so pipe, and I'm going to pass in the pipe fds. Afterwards, it's going to initialize this array with two file descriptors that I can use. And I'm going to start by writing something into the pipe. So I'm going to use the write system call, and I'm going to pass in the write file descriptor of the pipe. So this is going to be the second location in the array. Afterwards, the message I want to write, so it's just going to be message. And finally, the count, it's going to be three characters. So afterwards, I'm going to use the fork system call. So this will basically split this process into two. So now you have two instances and both are going to run from this line. So the parent is still going to continue running and the child is going to start running from this line. So in order to check if I'm the parent or the child, I'm going to check if fork returned a number that is greater than 0, because fork returns on the parent the process ID of the child. So I'm just going to put this inside an if statement. And if we're still in the parent, I'm going to actually return. I'm going to finish the code right over here. And the code right over here is going to run only on the child. So on the child, I'm going to read the pipe. This time I'm going to read location 0. Because this is the read file descriptor, we're going to create a buffer later. I'm going to read this into the buffer. And I'm going to read 3 characters. Finally, I'm going to print this buffer into the terminal. And also I'm going to print the PID to see that this comes from the child. Now I'm going to add the buffer. Just going to initialize it with zeros. And I'm going to add another print over here just to check the parent PID. Just going to fix this. I'm going to add include for stdio. Now let's go ahead and run this. So first I'm going to compile this with GCC. Now if I go ahead and run this, you can see that the parent PID is going to be ending with 69. Then we get a message from the pipe. We get the message that we sent from the parent. And you can see that this message was sent to the child. So the child is actually 70 and not 69. Subscribe for more programming videos and thanks for watching.